Hi, my team is number 2 and it's composed by Michaela, Sofia, Ana, Jimena, Dana, and Victoria. A cell is the basic unit of life in all living organisms. It is the smallest structure capable of performing all the functions necessary for life, such as metabolism, growth, and reproduction. Cells can be unicellular or multicellular. There is many types of cellulars, like prokaryotics. Prokaryotics that they don't have nucleus and are smaller and simpler than eukaryotic cells. Eukaryotics have cells and are larger and more complex than prokaryotic cells. Organelles found in animal and plant cells. Nucleus is the control center and contains DNA. Cell membrane is a barrier that controls what enters and exits the cell. Cytoplasm, a jelly-like substance where organelles are suspended. Mitochondria produces energy through cellular respiration. Ribosomes synthesize proteins. Endoplasmic reticulum transports and synthesizes proteins and lipids. Golgi apparatus modifies, packages, and ships proteins and lipids. Vesicles and vacuoles storage and transport of materials. Lysosomes break down waste. Cytoskeleton provides shapes and structure. Organelles found only in plant cells. Cell wall provides structure, protection, and support. Chloroplast converts sunlight into energy. Large central vacuole stores water, nutrients, and waste.
Well, for the characteristics of living organism, for something to be considered a living organism, it must have certain points. First, the cell organization, as a living things are made of cells. Second is the metabolism, which allows them to obtain and use energy to survive. And the third one is the homeostasis, the ability to maintain and the internal balance, such as the body temperature and regulation in human. The fourth is the growth and development, since all organisms change over time. The reproduction, which enables to produce new individuals. And the sixth one and the last one is the response to stimuli. And react to their environment like plants growing towards sunlight. And in parentheses, we're gonna put the evolution, since is the species change over time and the generation adapt to each other. And now I'm going to explain the difference between the eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells, and are found in organisms like plants and animals. The key difference between the eukaryotic and the prokaryotic cells are in the storation of the DNA inside the nucleus. The eukaryotic do this, and while the prokaryotic cells and the DNA floats freely in the cytoplasm.
The story of the microscope begins when Seneca, a philosopher from Rome in the 1st century, discovered that by using a transparent spherical container with water, it was possible to observe small, faint objects clearly. The microscope invention is disputed, as there are not clear evidence by son and father named Hans and Zacharias Janssen. But in 1665, Robert Hooke created a microscope with 3 lenses, inspired in the telescope of Galileo Galilei. With this microscope, Hooke magnified the samples between 20 and 50 times their actual size. In the cell theory, the cell theory postulates that all the living things are made of cells. The cells is the psychological unit of every living thing. All cells come from other pre-existing and similar cells. The cells contains hereditary material, DNA, and the last disuse starts in cells. The observations can exist thanks to this scientific. Robert Hooke was the first person to see cells in the microscope that he made. Leeuwenhoek observed the field's living cells. Matthias Scheelin observed that all vegetal tissues are made of cells. Theodor Schwann observed that all animal tissues are made of cells, and Rudolf Virchow proved that all cells come from previous cells.
Cell constantly moves substance in and out to survive. This happens through different types of cell transport. First, we have the positive transport, which requires no energy. Molecules have naturally from a high and low concentration. Diffusion spreads small molecules like oxygen. While osmosis moves water across the membrane, the rate of diffusion depends on temperature, molecule size, and concentrations difference. There are active transport, which does require energy. It moves substances against their concentration gradient, like the sodium, potassium, and pump, which helps nerve cells function. Cells also are vesicles for book transport. Endocytes brings the large particular inside by wrapping them in the membrane, while exosynthesis does the opposite, expelling materials. These processes are vital for communication, immune defense, and waste removal. In short, the cell transport is essential for all the humans, all the living things like plants, animals, and like that, ensuring that nutrients enter, waste exists, and balance that maintained. Without it, life won't be possible.
Homeostasis is a state of balance in our body that keeps everything running smoothly. Imagine it like a tightrope walker carefully adjusting their movements to stay balanced. Our body does the same thing. It regulates temperature, maintains the right pH levels, and ensures that our organs function properly. Happens at different levels of organization, from the tiniest molecule to the entire organism. Molecules, these are the smallest units made of atoms, cells, the basic units of life. Some organisms are made of just one cell, while others, like us, have trillions. Tissues, groups of similar cells come together to form tissues, each with a specific job, like muscle tissues that help us move, our nervous tissues that transmit signals, organs. Different tissues combine to create organs such as the heart, lungs, or stomach. Organ system, these are groups of organs that work together to keep us alive. Digestive system processes food. Organism. Finally, all these systems together make up a living organism. Each of these levels work in harmony to maintain homeostasis, our body, way to keep everything stable.
Hi, today I want to address three critical topics that profoundly impact our society: pregnancy, addiction, and obesity. Each of three issues affect continuously individuals and families, and understanding their complexity is key to fostering healthier communities. Let's begin with pregnancy, a time of transformation and hope. Pregnancy is not only create a new life, it's a period that transformation and hope. It's a period that demands increasing attention to both physical and emotional being. Expand mothers often undergo significant change, and the choice they make during this time can influence not their own health, but the health of the child as well. It's essential to support healthy habits and provide comprehensive prenatal care to ensure the best possible start of the new generation. However, as we navigate the journey of life, we also encounter challenges such as addiction. Addiction, whatever the substance like alcohol or drugs, or even the behavior like compulsive eating, can disturb lives and jeopardize health. The struggle with addiction often interferes with personal, social, and environmental factors, making it a complex issue to tackle. By understanding and addressing addiction as a multi-connected problem, we can create effective supports that may help individuals regain control of their life. Thank you for your attention.